is a little bit more firm. Just tiny little raising of your hips. Just close your eyes. You can keep your palms on the knees. You can come to Chin Mudra. You can put both the palms on your middle of the body. Right hand down, left hand on top, left hand down. Shoulders down. Just very, very quiet breaths when you can't hear those breaths. Invoke your own personal mantra. Every time you chant your own mantra, calming yourself down and disconnecting yourself completely from all the ideas, all the thoughts that you have been processing before arriving on the mat. Letting go of any plans, any actions after your practice. Surrender your mind and your body and your soul. With every breath, let go of any arrogance, negative thoughts, stress. And with every breath in, breathe in serenity, peace, calmness. Don't create, don't generate, don't follow, don't process anything in your mind and get to the stage of complete shunya. Every breath in, you are sinking onto the mat, melting onto the mat and drawing energy from every part of your body that is connected to the ground. Elongate your spine, shoulders down away from your ears, chin slightly bent, face on the nose. Next 75 minutes, it's your time. Gradually start energizing your breath. The deep breath in and deep breath out. Our invocation mantra for our gurus. And on your chest, thumb to touching your heart center. Bow down. Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjanam Shalakaya Chakchu Om Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurudev Namaha Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Very long, deep, soulful Om, starting from back of your throat and bring it to the to your lips. Begin. Bring your thumb to third eye, bow down. Set your intentions for today's practice. Dedicate your practice to yourself, to your loved ones, to anyone. Give them your good wishes. Bring them onto your thoughts. Just first few breath in, just take your breath in by stretching your hands to the side. Lift it up. And then bring it from the front. In from the side. From the front. From the side. To the front. Now from the front. Side. Front. Side. Front. Side. Take out anything what is sitting on and without touching the mat. Extend your hands in the front. Lift your knees up. And then with core, stand up tall. If you're not able to do it, try a couple of times. Let's stand tall. We'll do our Surya Namaskara 4 rounds A and 2 rounds B. First, you just extend your right hand up, stretch it to the side, warming up the body. Come back, left hand up. Again, rotate your hips, take your hips. Very, very deep rotation. 3-4 rounds. Feet are hip distance apart. Other side. Just twist to the right, left. Just rotating the shoulders. Take your gaze down to the room, back to the room. You come to the front of the mat. Today, Astanga series, as you know, we will be staying at one position but changing our stance to back and forward, back and front. Come front of the mat, the toes are touching. This spot, lift your toes down, down. Shine your palms to the front of the mat. Five breath here. Five breath. Now, hands to the chest. Hands up. Forward fold. Halfway. Plant your hands. Take your right foot back, back. Chaturanga, knees dip down. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Walk your dog, the first one. Right, left, right. Keep walking your dog. Mountain climber, left, right, left. Come to a complete standstill. Push your mat from your heels and from your palm. Lift your head up and up. Take your head close to the mat. The front of the mat, your right feet first, left foot second, or float to the front of the mat, hands up, heads up, forward fold, hands up, up, forward fold, halfway, plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, push your mat, 5 breaths, bring your feet forward to get this perfect V, Parvatasana. Come to the front, float, hop, skip, jump to the front of the mat, halfway, forward fold, up, forward fold, halfway, chaturanga, upward facing dog, down facing dog, 5 breaths. Your knee may be micro bend, but lift your hips up and push the mat from your palms, gaze on your navel. Your heels are hidden behind your toes. Last breath. Bend your knee, lift your heels, float forward to the front, halfway, forward fold, up, chest, hands up, forward fold, halfway, float to plank and chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Try to straighten your knees, lift your hips up, push your mat from your palms to shoulders away from your ears. So open your shoulders wide. 4, 5. Lift your heels, knees bend, come to the front of the mat, halfway, forward fold, and up. Yes. Last one on CBC, hands up, forward, head up. Plant your hand in one breath, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Adjust your feet so that you can push the heels to the ground. Open your shoulders wide. Deep breath. Fine. Float to the front. Hands up, head up. Forward fold. Hands up. Yes. B, Surya Namaskara B. Come to Utkatasana. So take your hands side back, bend your knees, and casually touch your mat. Come on. 1, 4. Halfway 3 up. 4, chaturanga. Pancham, Ardhamukha, okay, Adhamukha, left to 45 degrees, right to come in between your palm. Warrior 1, hands down, plank, Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right to 45 degrees, left to Vira 1, plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 5 breath. Get your breath back here. Surrender. You can bend your knees in case you need to. Turn to the mat. Float forward halfway. Hold. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Sit down. Second round. Hands back and knees. Utkatasana. Forward fold. Halfway. Back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down facing dog. Left to 45. Right to come in the between hand. Vira 1. Same counter Vira 1. And Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Vira 1 with your left foot forward. Ensure that forward, front. Plank Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Get your breath back. Push your heels to the mat, then palm to the front. Last breath. Go to the front of the mat, halfway, forward fold, chair pose, and this hand down, Tadasana. Put your palms in the middle of your heart, open sideways. Take your 5 breath, normalize your breath. 3, 4, 5. To Padahasta Asana, Padapusha Asana. So just take your, while you stand, hip wide hip distance apart, hands on your waist, and then with your control, taking your chest forward, leaning from your chin, bend forward. And once you extend it, let your head hang loose. Take both the hands down, hold your toes, big toes from your fingers and your thumb. Keep extending your chest forward, leaning forward, then lean down. Open your elbow side, take your head down and nose to the knees. Straighten your knees. Your hip is very high. Your elbow are opening wide sideways so that your knees can go nose closer to the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now without losing anything, just stretch your leg to back up, look forward, put both the palms underneath your toes so that the toenails are close to your crease of your arms, and lean forward, put the weight on your palms, and then again bend. Keep pushing the toes to the palms, straightening your leg. Once your head is very heavy, then you can open your elbow sideways again. Keep leaning forward so at some point in time you're able to lift your heels very, very gently and then putting all the weights on your palm through your toes. Bend more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look forward, remove your palms, take both hands on your waist, gradually with control stand up. Then jump both feet coming close to each other. Enjoy the sensation. Now you get into our sequence one by one. First, take your right feet back 4.5 feet. Lean forward, turn towards your back. Your right feet is leaning towards the back, front feet is 45. The left feet is 45 degrees. We get into our Vira 1, but without putting our hand up. Lean forward, lean forward, leaning forward. First one, take your elbow, right elbow to right knee, left hand lifts up, 45 degrees. Take your hands up, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now take your right hand outside your right toes and then lean forward further. Take your gaze to the left hand at the back of the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gradually with control, stand up, sit back. This time, put your left toes facing front, right toe 45 degrees. First you bend, take your left elbow on your left knee, right hand go on the top, and take your gaze to the front of the mat, on the fingers, right fingers. Open your chest. 1, put the weight on the back feet as well, so don't dump everything on the front knee. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take your left hand outside your left toes and stretch again. Gaze on the front of the room. 1, 2, 3. Flatten your palm. 4, 5. Come back. Stand tall. Hand on your waist. Then you take a twist. Again, right feet turning to the back of the room. Left feet 45 degrees. Can you widen your stance a bit? And this time you again bend to the back. Palms on your chest. Twist towards the right side. Twist. So you're facing the back of the room and you're twisting towards the right side. Lean forward. Try to push the palms on each other and then take your thumbs close to your chest. So you get a deeper twist. 1, lean forward, keep sinking. 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down with control. Lift up. Right feet back again. Left feet into the front. Get your stance correct. Your widen stance. Lean back. Lean towards the front. Your left leg is forward this time. Again. Twist. Twist your body on the left side. First you stretch your right hand. Twist towards the left. Take your elbow outside the knees. Palms don't see each other. Twist. Think. 1, 2, 3, both the feet are flat, 4, 5, down, stand tall. Again, hand on your waist, right feet turning towards the back of the room, left to 45 degrees, both the body straight, Trikonasana, so hands are straight. Look towards the fingertips, right fingertips, lean backward, hands down, Trikonasana on the left side, which is the back of the room. The left hand is up, right hand is down, both hands on the one leg, open your chest, keep looking towards the ceiling. 1, open your chest, don't dump your weight on the front. Proof is that then you can raise your hands up without any problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gradually come up. Again, right feet turns, left feet turns to the front of the room. Stretch your left hand forward and then down. Trikonasana on your left feet. Right foot is the back, left is the front. Right hand is up, left hand is down. Keep looking. Straighten your knees. No weight is dumping on your head, holding the body from the core. 3, 4, 5. Come back. Hands on your waist. Now we take reverse Trikonasana, twisted Trikonasana. Again, right feet turn to the back, left feet 45 degrees. You can reduce your stance if you need to, or you can widen your stance if necessary. Twist your body to the back of the room as much necessary. Feet very, very firmly planted, eyes on the one point. Place your left hand up, lean forward, lean backward, lean towards the back of the room, lean back, and then twist, twist, twist. You've done it many times. Take your palms, you can take it inside, but keep twisting by raising your right hand up. Keep breathing, take your palms inside. Keep pushing the weight to the back. Calm yourself down to get a bigger twist. And you will see you can actually take your palms outside your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down, hands back, stand again. This time on the other side. Again, adjust your feet, widen your stance. Left toes is facing forward, right toes is 45 degrees. Using your right hand up, in front, in front, in front. Again, put it inside. Back to the issue. Keep twisting. Three, 4, 5. Look down. Hands up. Then take your right hand to meet the left, feet on the front. And then jump back. Join this pose, hands down. Breath. Now, 2 poses we'll do. Either we take a clean pose or we take a standing Padmasana. First, you take your hand, your left hand on your left waist, right hand on your right, and you put body on your left feet. Eyes at the one point in the front, focus at one point, and you can take your V pose. That's number 1. Keep looking at the front, V pose, gaze at one point. Or alternatively, you can take your Padmasana. So take your Padmasana, once you're standing Padmasana, half Padmasana. So your right heel is close to your right groin. You're holding the toes from your left hand and pulling it towards the front. Focus at one point. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Stand tall. Keep pushing the knee inside. And take your right hand to hold the left elbow from up back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take your knees down. And wriggle. And then wait on your right feet. Left feet is in the tree pose or in the half padmasana. So bend your knees, take your toes close to your groin. Your heels are very, very close to your groin. Use your hand, right hand to hold the left toe. Left hand go around, back and behind. And get in a point. Keep pushing the knees back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees down. Wiggle. So this time, again another standing balancing pose. Weight on your left feet. Right knee bent. For the beginners and for us, take your knees. Hold the knees close to your chest. Straighten the leg. Stand tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now without anything, just open your knees to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knees come back. And now both hands raised. Extend your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the knees down. And then wriggle. Get your alignment right. Again, focus at one point. Put the hand on your hips. Weight on your right feet. Right feet very strong, like a pillar. Gradually put your weight on the right. Lift your knees up. Both the hands. Holding the left knee. Pulling towards the chest. Open the chest wide. Holding the body from your core. Pulling it towards your chest. 1, 2. Keep focus at one point. It gets easier. 3, 4, 5. Opening side legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring back. Extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring back. Now we get to our warrior 1 and 2. In your breath. Again, right feet going back, 45 degrees back, 4.5 feet towards the side, turn it towards the back. The first you get to warrior 1, so open your hands, deep. Warrior 1, 2, sinking, 3, 4, 5, straighten your leg, warrior 1 on the front. 1, this time your left knee is bent, right knee straight. 2, 3, 4, 5, straighten your leg. Warrior 2 on the back. Turn back. Warrior 2. 1, 2, 3. Keep sinking your head deeper and deeper. 4, 5. Straighten your leg. Now warrior 2 on the left side, the front of the mat. Left knee bends, right knee straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Straighten your leg. Hands on the waist. Come to the front of the mat. Then arms out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now take your feet back again, 4.5 feet. This time facing the side of the mat. Stretch your leg. Hands on your waist, very firmly planted, firmly grounded on the feet. Weight is outside part of your toes, and then take your hand behind, clasp your hand, open your chest toward the ceiling, and then with your chin bend forward. Take your hand as a lever, stretch your feet further if you need to. Head is leading forward. People with the lower back, be careful. Take your hand further out, further from the front, and down, down, down. 2, 3, 4, 5. With control, lift up. Just mindful of your control. Lift up, hand on your hips, hand on your hips. Same thing. Take your elbow back, open your chest, lean forward, then lean forward. Keep looking forward, lean forward, flat back. And now drop your hands in between your palms, just shoulder width distance apart. And then take your weight off your head to take your body down. Flexible people should take your crown to the mat. 2, 3, 4, 5. With control, just lift halfway, flat back, leaning forward to the front. Hand on your waist. Flat back, hips back, shoulders straight, wide open. And then take your hands sideways. Either hold your shin and then lean down, or take your hands to catch hold of your toes. And then take your head down to the mat. And on your hips, lift up with control, very control. Right breath. 4, 5. Now take your vinyasa, hands up. Forward fold. Halfway. Plank and chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come to the front of the mat, float. Head halfway. Forward fold. Uttanasana for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forward fold. Halfway. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take your right knee in between your palms, left knee in between palms, and then gradually transition into sitting pose. Come to Dandasana. Dandasana, legs stretched. Go to Paschimottanasana and Purvottanasana. So Dandasana. Take your breath back. Quiet breath. You can straight away go to Paschimottanasana, or people with the lower back or issue with knees, then they can just bend your knees, hold your toes, lean forward, open your chest. This is fine. You can stretch your feet, right feet, left feet. Both the knee could be bent, or you can stretch your left feet out, right feet out. This is fine. Keep pulling the toes towards your face. pushing the heels to an imaginary wall, and then bend your elbow. 10 breath here. 1. Lower back issues, guys, please protect your lower back and keep leading from the chest. Even this pose is also fine. Then bend your knee gently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every breath in, you breathe, extend the chest, breathe out to bend. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift up, hands by the side of your knees, flat back, bend both the knees together, take your hands forward, come lift your hips up, and then shoot back to a chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right knee in between your palms, left knee on top of the right knee, then lean back, stretch your feet, both the palms, take it to your feet, mid-feet or 2 behind, stretch both the toes to the front of the room. You can extend your hands further, as much open your chest, and then push your toes to the ground and lift your hips. Push your toes to the ground, hips lifted up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down. Then take your hips out. Then lean forward. Hands both next to your knees. Bend your knees. Take it inside. Palms going forward. Lift the hips up. Shoot back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Back to your Dandasana. Right knee, left knee, back, stretch your feet. This time bend your right knees, come to half Padmasana. So take your feet, half Padmasana. Use your towel in case you have it, because we're going to wrap it around. Use your towel. Take the towel on your bent toes, bent knees, and then take your right hand out, hold the towel. With the left hand, hold the toes, and then push the knees down and pull the toes towards your face. And see, can you bend your elbow, lean forward. Flexible people who can hold the toes straight away from your hand, or if you want to pull, keep pulling. One, 2, keep pulling the toes, pushing the knees down. 3, bend your elbow, lean forward. 4, 5, lift up, release it, release both the legs. This side, your left knee bend, left toe and half Padmasana, groin very, very close on the top of your right thigh, extend your thigh. Take your towel or belt or scarf, wrap it around your bent toes. Take your left hand behind, hold the towel, push the knee out, extend right hand, pull the right toes forward, pushing the knee down and pulling the toes towards your face. Forward, and go back. Keep moving forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift your head up, chest open, release both the toes, again, hand by to the knees, bend your knees, wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. Somehow take your shoulders in front of your knees, hands in front of the mat, lift your hips up, swing back, Chaturanga. Active Chaturanga to align everything back. Go halfway. This time, take your right knee, bend, left knee bend, sit back, extend your feet. This time, take your right knee behind. So, use your small towel to under your left hip. Get both the hips aligned. So your left knee is bent, right knee is extended. Both the knees are next to each other. I use the towel to get my sit bone right. If you are too flexible on your knees, you can remove it. And then wiggle, wiggle, wiggle to get both the hip bones on the mat. Sit here as one. Extend your hand. You can use your towel. Toes. Pull it 2. Lean forward 3. Whatever works today. Just ensure that your hips are all in the same line. Otherwise, you get hip misaligned. So it's no harm in putting the towel. 1 fold, 2 fold. I'll use maybe 2 fold just to feel good today. And then use my core to lean forward. Keep deep breath in. 5. Lift up. Stretch your left right leg forward. Then take your left knee bend. Left toe go behind your hips. Again, wriggle, wriggle, wriggle. You get both the hips on the ground. If it doesn't happen, use a small towel to put it under your hips. A little bit of lift, that makes it much easier. If you're able to bend forward, bend it. If you're not, use your big towel or a strap to take it outside your toes. And then open your chest, keep pulling. Open your chest, pulling. So with each breath, you're extending your chest and breathe out and putting it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift up. Again. With your hips. Hands next to your knees. Bend your knees. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Take it back. With control, palms come hands. Shoulders in the front of the knee. Extend your feet. Lift your hips up. Push back. Chaturanga. Like push your hips down. Shoulders open. Dog. We'll take your right knee between your palms. Come to Dandasana. Set leg. This time, right leg, that left leg is stretched, left is bent. Keep it closer, lean forward. Again, any difficulty, put your towel underneath. Take your right hand back, left hand lifts up, twist. Ensure that your extended toe is active and your toes facing toward the front. No leaning back. Lean forward, lean forward. The actual trick is you take this whole round. So, the real trick is, and then you hold this one sideways with somebody's help, and then extend the body. Twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look forward, hands down, both the knees stretch. This time, bend your left knee towards the ceiling, right knee extended, left hand behind your hips, right hand extends, then twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look forward, hands down, extend both the legs. Palm next to your knees, lean forward, open your toes. If your Knees behind your shoulders. It's not easy. Bend from front of the mat. Lift your hips up. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Sit back. Extend your leg. We'll do 3 rounds of Navasana. First one is with control. Lift your legs up. Make it bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend your knees. Take it close. Lift your hips up. Down. Extend your leg again. Second round of Asana. You can extend your leg if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, crisscross the other way. Up, down, extend your leg. Navasana, the third one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, take it down. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And then in control, come back to bridge pose. Sit on the hips. Bridge pose or wheel pose. Bend your knees. Whatever pose you do, if you're doing the wheel pose, which is very, very gently transition from your head to lift your head. If you're doing the bridge pose, remember we would have to lift the legs to get our core right. So stretch your hand, bend your elbows, palms close to your ears, fingers towards the back of the room. And with control, first you lift your hips up. We go to the 3 rounds, so 15 breaths. So be mindful of what we do. Lift your hips up, push the weight on your toes, then transition your weight on your hand. Push your mat from your hand and your toes, and then pushing it, and then take your weight to your forehead, above your crown of your head, and then lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Head down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Take it down, all the way down. 1 round. Again, second round. And down to your ears. Your hips up. With control, push the weight on your palms. Take it to your head. And then lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get down. With vertebrae. Take it down. If this is too much, you can always go to the bridge pose. Or if you want to push the limits, just do so. Hands by your ears. Just do it. It's not difficult. Do it with mindfulness, with focus. Then lift your hips up. Put the weight on your palms, on your feet. Lift your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Straight away. Take your knees to the chest. And then release. Alright. Head flat. Again. Lift up. Get into your vinyasa. Sit tall. Take your feet, heels close to your hips. Hand planted in front of the mat. Your hips up. Shoot back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And then again, feet flat. And then lie down to come to Surya Namaskara. Take your body, stand your body right from toes to the hips and your head. People, ladies in their monthly cycle, should not try this. People who want to try this one, simple pose. Push your hand. Either you can go to 90 degrees, just lift up, or first you push and lift your legs up, 90 degrees, lean back, and then lift your shoulders up. 10 breaths here. No pressure on your neck. Take elbows close to each other and then hand pushing the lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halasana people, go to Halasana, or otherwise just take the knees to your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With control, neck straight, vertebrae by vertebrae. Take it down, use your hand as your brake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Legs down. Straight away come to the fish pose. Fish pose is your palms underneath your hips or the side by your hips. Take under the hips, take the hips. Lift your upper body by putting all the weight on your elbows. All the way to your elbows, close to each other. Head down, come to the crown of your head. So the chest is the max elevated part of your body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift your right leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push your weight on your elbow to lift your chest up. And head left leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down, open chest. Come out from fish pose. Again, lift up. Now we do some dolphin because you're not going to do Shirshasana. Knees up and feet front. And for facing dog, double facing dog. Take your knees down. Extend your feet. Now dolphin, you can decide the width of your dolphin, whether you want to bring your feet closer or farther. You have to do 10 rounds. So I'll take my towel to protect me from slipping. Or people who want to do Shirshasana can do so. So dolphin is simple. First you sit, you measure your elbows, both hands. Go this elbow inside under here onto the mat. So that your elbow is exactly underneath your shoulders. And that will give you the stability that we need for our Shirshasana. Extend your hands. So you get a perfect triangle kind of thing. Yeah. And then you push this elbow and your fist very firmly on the ground. Lift your hips up. You can have a wide stand. If you want to take it easy, just keep doing it. 1, 2, but keep pushing to the elbow so the elbow doesn't flare open. The tendency that they keep opening, you're going to bring it closer and underneath your shoulders. 1, 2, 3. If it gets easy, walk your feet further. 4, 1, 2, 3. Look at your chest or chin. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reach down. Come to Vajrasana. Just scan your body. Enjoy the inner heat that you have generated. And I would encourage you guys to do one more round of 10. That's our aim to get into Shikshasana. So please do 10 on your own count and meet me after the 10 counts. And after 10 counts, meet me downstairs in the child pose. Child pose, hands behind your back. Vibrate here. Put your hips to the heels and sink your chest on the ground. Lift your head up and then just see the entire sequence and the energy that you have generated on your core. And before we get into a couple of our seated positions, the closing sequences, and with control, come to your downward facing dog. I promise you, this is the last vinyasa for the day. Push your mat out. Plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Get all the alignment right. 5 breath here. 5. Come back to your seated position. Now sit at your leisure. Just to pause before we close our sequence today. Again, widen your feet. Sit tall. The actual pose is that you come into full Padmasana and hold both the toes and bend forward. We will take a modified version. So sit tall and then puck up your hands in front. Lean forward, lean forward, lean forward. Walk your hands further, further, further. If this is too much, you have to take your head down to the mat. If it is too much, use your small towel to sit on the bum to give you a little bit of lift. And then you have to completely surrender. So keep walking, walking, walking. Surrender, extend your chest, extend your nose, and then take your head down to the mat. Use your towel as much as necessary to lift your hips and support, but keep breathing and take your head down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift up. If any of you want to have the Dolasana, the last one of the sequence, which is come to Padmasana or half Padmasana or whatever, just see that at least you lift something just for 2 breaths, 2 seconds. put your palms by your hips and then open your shoulders. Lift yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Top it off and then sit on your most comfortable position and then we normalize our breath. Just sit. Release your Ujjayi breathing. Open your chest. Release any bandhas, any locks on your knees, on your abdomen, your Muladhara Bandha, Manipur chakras, Heart chakra. Release anything on your shoulders, on your neck. Take your neck to your right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center, up, down, up, down, up, down. Right side bend, nose to the knees to the ear to the shoulders. Down, left, shoulders, down, and just normalize. We'll take Kapalabhati, 3 rounds, 45 breath counts, and then 5 counts normalization. Then, if you want to really experience the Kapalabhati movement, take your right hand to your belly, left hand to your chest. So left hand is on top of your heart, and right hand doesn't move much, only your right hand moves back and forward without any grin on your face, and very, very gently with control. We do Kapalabhati, breathe in, breathe out. You regulate your breath by your hands and the sensation. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one, breathe in, out. Now start, breathe in deep. Start. Again, breathe in deep and start again. Breathe in. Start. Last one. In. Let's start. Mudra. Enjoy the regulation of the entire biosystem, utilizing your brains, your head, your face, neck, shoulders, forearm, fingers, heart, abdomen. Completely surrender and release your ujjayi breathe or any deep breath. Get back to your normal breath. Quite gentle, warm air from your nose, out from your nose. To our closing mantras. Om Ham Sarvachya Prabhavo Mata Sarvam Prabharvate Iti Matva Bhajanti Mam Bodha Bhava Samarpita Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Rahe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Chaitanya Chandra Namo Namaste. Deep breath in and very, very long, extended, soulful, mindful Om. Thank you for the practice. Send our love, regards to the person, to people, to the world whom we have dedicated our practice to. Thank you to our teachers, our parents, the people who have influenced our life. To Mother Nature for the bountiful and our kindness. Thank you to Founding Father of Yoga. I thank you all for your immense positive energy and your motivation driving me to come to my every morning, share my experience and my practice with you. That's it. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take your thumb to your third eye, bird on your head. Give your love, respect to your body and to your soul. Embrace the positive energy, embrace kindness, embrace compassion. Control without any jerk. Lie down on your mat with your feet adequate distance apart. And your palms wider than your mat.